Welcome back to the Doubleouts podcast.
Doubleouts podcast.
They both went off at the same time.
Perfect. My name is Jasmine, and this is Joe. And as you can tell, if this isn't your first episode, we changed up the scenery just a little bit. Just a little bit. We decided to be comfy today. First things first. We just had the... Oh my God, what's the term? Don Gerry.
Is it Don Gerry?
Don Gerry.
Yeah. Okay, Don Gerry Open, formerly known as Provincials.
Yeah, why wasn't it Provincials this time? Like, why isn't it?
I heard that they just didn't want to pay for the fucking merch, which is stupid.
Right.
No one wants your merch anyways.
They didn't want to pay for the
Provincials. Give us
merch.
the trophy, and that's it.
That's kind of crazy.
So I've been debating. I'm like, should I claim this as a provincial? Like, I don't know. I'm on the
But
fence.
it is. It technically is.
I think I'm going to. Let's claim it as a provincials. Fuck it.
Why not?
As soon as we started winning provincials, they just locked that shit off. It said, fuck.
Yeah. They said KI is back up.
That fucking trophy is not going back to T-Fund either until the provincials actually is official again.
Before we get too deep into it, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to our amazing sponsor, Andre McCalmont at McCalmont Financial.
Big up to Andre.
Nicest guy I have ever met. I'll go into depth a little later on, but any type of insurance, business help, money help, financial help, literally anything, he's your guy to go to. He'll guide you in the right direction. So big shout out to Andre.
I don't know if you guys seen Andre this weekend. I personally didn't.
I didn't either. Well, maybe because we were fucking so separated and there were 12 different fields.
Yeah, it's been crazy lately with the fields and shit, but...
I feel like this alone can make T-Fund on a serious downfall.
What, like how it's all spread out?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't give like the true feeling and all that. Brampton, though, is always like... I kind of like... Well, Brampton...
It's spread out enough.
Yeah.
That
well, everyone's there.
Yeah,
then,
everyone's there walking distance. It's
Facts.
if you're willing to make a good 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
It's not like... what's the other one? Fletcher's. Some people don't like Fletcher's. Some people say that's too close for comfort. I like it. I like being able to walk around watching every single division, like really close.
What I like is that we're going to Hamilton.
I'm drawing a blank on the Hamilton fields.
That's probably my favorite field.
Yeah.
Is that the one where this is going to sound so specific, but like you have to turn like right into the parking lot? And there's like a long path.
Yeah. Well,
you go past like a baseball diamond, and you fucking walk all the way across, and there's like all these fields all over the place.
So when we went in onto the parking lot, on the left side, there's the main field, the turf field. And then if you go into the right, there's, I think, 3 fields. We were on the far side, the furthest field.
Yo, remember, watch this. There was a parking lot. The main field was like up there, and then down to the hill, like on the other side of the parking lot, there was like an outhouse. And then you walk down and around, there's other fields behind the trees and shit.
And we had to walk through the trees.
Yeah.
They had the youth running on the next side of the trees.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hamilton's the best.
Okay. No, I do like that field too.
Yeah.
Actually, that was
everything was there.
It's space, but it's close enough if you say,
exactly.
I want to go wherever, and then you could go there.
Absolutely.
And it's grass.
Yeah. Fuck turf.
But what were we just talking about? Oh, I just want to say, if you see Andre, man, just give him a shout. You could just have a conversation. You don't necessarily have to be like, oh, I need financial, whatever.
Just say hi.
What's going on, bro?
All you got to say is, hey, we heard about you on the Doubleouts. Say hi, dap him up.
Simple. Easy conversation. Very easy person. Very easy to talk to. And he's a great guy.
Just because he's a bigger guy and he's tall, he's not scary. He's the nicest guy you probably will ever have a conversation with.
Facts.
Yeah, so this tournament, Brampton, so many things.
Yo.
So many things.
I'm actually pissed because I was going to like jot down notes on what I wanted because things were happening. I'm like, fuck, I got to put notes. I never did it. But trust me, next tournament, I'm taking notes. I'm
going to have to take notes too. I'm not doing shit but watching, so I might as well.
That way you can't forget it.
Yeah. Where do we start?
Where do we usually start? Like the weekend in itself.
How was the weekend?
How was yours? Well, you didn't. Okay, let's. Yo.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Jasmine, I don't know, man. I don't know if there's a domestic going on in your guys' relationship or something, but Jasmine just bailed. Number one, didn't show. She said she's gonna come with me to the tournament. I woke up and it was 7:00. I didn't get no message from Jasmine. I just fucking kept it pushing.
Yep, as you should have. No, okay. So what actually happened? I wasn't gonna go. I wanted to go on Saturday, but then that night on the Friday, I realized that I had. So you know those like arches that I made for our wedding? Mm-hmm. I rent those out now. just to like make money. And I was like thinking, I was like, I feel like I have a rental this weekend. Next thing you know, I had a rental bright and early. So I was like, fuck, I can't even go if I wanted to. So I had to go drop off the arches to this venue for this wedding. And then I was like, fuck it. And I just went and I worked. I went to my office. I packed some orders and made some products and stuff. And then I ended up actually going in the evening. I went for the crossover.
Yes.
I went for the crossover. But, yeah, Saturday. Actually, I'm glad I didn't come because the weather was shit. I would have been, I was there for one game and I was frozen. It was like raining on and off. It was windy as fuck. It was
cool, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal.
Yeah, it was very windy.
And we're on the turf that day.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucked. Okay, and then you came obviously Sunday.
Yeah, I came, and then.
So what, Matt? You didn't. You stayed in Vaughan on Friday.
Friday and Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, so this guy didn't even make the drive back.
Nope. I ended up staying in Vaughan too.
So I debated. I was like, first I was like, fuck, like should I just stay in a hotel Friday night? Because like then I don't have to wake up so early.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I was so busy on Friday I didn't even bother to do that. But we had the 8-30 game or whatever.
So wait,
it was,
what time did you leave here?
I left here about 7:15, and their traffic was beautiful. I didn't. Yeah. I wasn't. That's why I think I didn't do it because I was like, all right, the traffic should be good at that time. Mm-hmm. Like if you play at like 12 or whatever, that's when it gets sticky.
Yeah.
So yeah, I drove. It was nice. And what I like now is that new area's opened up. So like now, like GPS kind of takes you straight down 401, and then you cut all the way across Mississauga Road. I don't know if you guys went through that or not, but. Instead of going through the 410, getting off at fucking Sandalwoods and then driving.
Oh, yeah. It was a lot smoother.
Driving down Sandalwoods. It is the worst drive ever. So that was cool. And Saturday night.
Yeah, did you go home?
No. So that was funny. We were at the barbecue or whatever, and then Mary's like, yeah, like you should come by. We got the hot tub and whatever. I'm like,
you could use a hot tub.
Yo, and right? You guys got the Normatec too, right? They're like, we got the Normatec. I was like,
you're in there.
I could go home, or I could go to their house and they have a hot tub and a Normatec. Listen.
So you went and used a hot tub and Normatec.
And I didn't have to drive. So,
what do you mean you didn't have to drive?
Well, I went to Rassie.
Oh, you left your car there?
Yeah, I left my car right there. Left my car.
Luckily, left my car there.
Yeah, had my shit. What? You drove? What? Oh, wow, Jasmine.
I asked Darnell. Was it Darnell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked Darnell. I was like, do you think I would get a ticket if I left my car here? And he was like, I don't think so. But I was like, fuck, I didn't feel confident.
Not getting no ticket.
Fuck, I should have.
Left my shit
Whatever.
There.
Okay, so you went?
Went to Rassie's. Fucking. It was fucked because when I got there, it was raining hard. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go in the hot tub. White guy shit. I was like, nah.
You don't want to go in the hot tub in the rain?
Yeah, nah.
That would have actually been nice, though.
You trying to get sick? Nah, I'm
hot
good.
and cold.
I'm not doing none of that. I went and bathed. Listen, that rain stopped. I see him and Mary went in there. I was watching them. I'm like, yeah, fuck these guys. I'm going in. Listen, that was the best hot tub I ever went in my life.
It's probably so nice for your muscles.
Yo, they got jets on your ass, yo. That shit was so good. Until, you know when you like shove a bum? Yo, be careful when you shove a bum, man. Yo, you gotta be prepared.
On the jet?
Yo, water, it was like a bidet in there, just blowing it up,
so
man.
Gross.
Anyways, that their hot tub was sick. Sat down, it was like had bucket seats. The fucking water was like up to my neck. You know when you don't have the whole body, you want to make sure your whole body's in there. Jets were booming. I was in there to the point where I was so hot I had to get out.
One of those ones you're like, hey, body's feeling weak.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get out. No, it was nice it was nice seeing Mary too.
Yeah, it is nice.
Mary was out.
Well, I told them they need to start bringing their trailer straight to the fucking parking lot.
Just stay there.
You have a trailer, you didn't bring it.
Could you imagine? That would have been the craziest barbecue.
Yeah.
Probably because they don't want fucking Teflon people ruining their fucking.
In there. No need to go to their house. But anyways, I went in the Normatec after that. Fell asleep 3 times in the Normatec.
How do you fall asleep 3 times?
They have the hip one. Put that shit on max. I felt like I was getting a BBL. I couldn't breathe.
BBL.
Woke up the next morning, did like another hour and a half on the Normatec with the legs. I was like, all right, now?
Is the Normatec the one that's air?
Yeah.
It like compresses?
Correct.
Oh,
It compresses like air or whatever.
That's so funny.
Honestly, it feels amazing.
The ones is it Johnny? Who brings him to the field?
Johnny had them, yeah.
Johnny brings him to the field.
Yeah.
And he just like
Mary's like, yo, you want to bring them to the field? I was like, honestly, nah, because then like people are gonna want to use it and like whatever. And I was like, nah, I don't want to be responsible for that. Shit costs
so much. This guy just kept it.
So fuck that. Anyways,
kept it to himself.
That was cool.
Came back from night was good. What time did you leave the barbecue Saturday? Or was it Sunday that was later?
I don't know.
Which one was later?
I don't know.
Oh, because we left together.
I would have.
It was Sunday. Sunday was a later one because I left. I went home early, and you stayed for a bit.
Sunday you were there.
No, I was there, but I left. I left a little early.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. Cheers.
So yeah, Saturday was shit. How'd you guys do Saturday?
I mean.
Wait, hold on. Before we get there.
I mean.
Overall weekend. Sunday was good too.
I mean.
The weather was better.
Better than Saturday. It wasn't as cold.
No, it wasn't. We had Aaliyah there Sunday.
The weather was shit, but I feel like at this time of the year, the weather is going to be shit.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of concerned how we were going to play on the weather, but we were on turf, so I was like, okay. The turf kind of like evened it out in my opinion, because like it has good traction, it's consistent.
The turf field actually wasn't that bad.
No?
My body was crushed after. Like other than that, the turf was nice, but like my body, like I can't do that shit. You're young. So you're good.
Other than scrapes and stuff, I was.
Yeah, you see his arm? Turn your arm around.
Knees. Look at my knees.
Turn your arm around, babe.
Oh no, my knees ain't looking like that.
Dirty.
I did that on grass. This is on grass.
On grass,
I didn't do that on the turf. No.
That one was dirty. All right. But yeah, overall, good. Let's get into the actual tournament. Is that yours?
That's probably one of my kids is being extra. What are we talking? Women's?
Yeah, let's do women's first.
Let's get into women's. So the women's is kind of confusing because apparently, like, I know at least one of the scores is wrong, so it's throwing.
Not even one. There's from what I heard, I think there was 3 or 4 that were wrong and flipped. Even numbers were wrong. Yeah. I don't know who was in charge this weekend. Thumbs down. I don't think it's your house.
Yeah, even I might have been mistaken too, but I remember even for our game when we played the Mud Dogs, I remember saying the score to someone who asked, and then I looked online and it was something completely different. Unless I just completely missed the touchdown.
Like I don't know. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if it was wrong, but
it wasn't completely wrong. But
no, the women's was like flipped. People had actually lost said they won.
Yeah, because when I walked up to the semifinals women's, I asked I think Olivia, like, the fuck happened to you guys yesterday? She's like, what are you talking about? You guys lost to the Storm. She's like, no, that was wrong. But like it said the Storm beat them, and I was like,
does it still say?
Yeah, it says 27-13.
Yeah. So this is confusing, but we do know who the winners are of each division, at least. It's hard. We can't really talk about scores fully because it's wrong here. And it's not just that game. Like, there's a few games wrong. Like,
anyways, let's fucking get into it. We know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear the purple for nothing. Leggies! Yo!
This guy.
Let's go.
Yeah. Big congratulations to the Legends for that game. I actually watched a good amount of that game, and it was a good game.
Yo.
It was really a good game. So finals was Legends versus Rebels. Final outcome, obviously, Legends won. Is the score correct?
What did it say?
20. No, where am I?
27-0.
Double-A champion.
27-20. Definitely you're correct.
But why does it say Legends and Wolfpack is the championship game?
That was the
finals. In your mind, you thought you were watching the finals, but that was not the finals.
Are you talking about the Rebels?
But it technically was the finals.
Fried.
But yeah.
Wolfpack beat
I showed up. Listen, Sunday I pulled up. We pulled up a little late because we're coming from Wasaga. I come by, first game, see the Rockets. I'm like, let me see what the Rockets are saying. They're playing Wolfpack, but I already know how that go. But let me just see. Yo, it's 0-0. Man, sorry, what? We're in the second quarter and it's 0-0. Anyways, I at that time it looked like Isla was chopping them up. They might not have scored, but it looked like she was moving down the ball pretty good. Anyways, I said, yo, this is not for me. Let me go to the game I need to see. Because the last time I seen the Legends play the Rebels, I knew that was a good game. So, I walked over. And when I was on that field anyways, I said, what's the score? They said 2-1 for us. I was about to walk away.
And then I was there. Yeah, they got the clarification.
Yeah, you're there. I was like,
2-1.
2-1 or 2 scores to 1. They're like 2 scores. The Legends are winning. I'm like, okay, we got a fucking game. Now I know what I'm gonna go watch.
I thought it was gonna be like the Rockets game because it ended up being 2 kicks. No, that's how Wolfpack won.
Yeah, against Rockets.
Yeah, it was 2 kicks. That was the final score. Sorry,
I beg your pardon.
Wolfpack kicked twice.
Oh God!
So there was
I didn't watch that.
There was no touchdowns in that game.
We'll talk about that after. Let's talk about the real game that mattered right now. The real semis.
The real semis.
Legends are winning. I get over there. I'm like, oh shit. Now we're gonna fucking finally see, what? Like we're gonna see what I guess essentially what both teams are made out of. Because the last time they played, it wasn't like it was a close game. Fuck. Her name is Emma Valentine. That girl is nasty. That's all I can tell you. She's nasty. I'm saying it right now. She's the best quarterback in T-Font.
I need to watch that game then. That's a big statement.
She's the best quarterback in T-Font. I don't care what anyone tells me. That's it. Moving forward, she's a future.
I didn't get to see any games, but just based off of points alone, like they put up almost 25 points a game, which is pretty crazy. Like
they're going off.
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
You kind of expect that when you play in the pools because you get those like top teams versus the lower teams, so it's usually like 30-0 or whatever it is. But the semis and finals, it's usually like 2-score, 1-score games each. But they scored 3-4 touchdowns a game.
Facts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we're not seeing that in women's.
That doesn't happen often. So if they can do that, they look good going into nationals.
Look at these crows.
I was hype. I couldn't lie. And it's not that I'm like hype because I want the Rebels to win. I'm just hyped to like see something that's like competitive.
It's different too. Yeah.
Let me see competition. It's like those girls don't give a fuck about what the fuck the Rebels have done in the past. They're
literally
and they want to win now.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. Their quarterback, once again, her name is Emma Valentine. I had to make sure because I know what is that girl's name. She's nasty.
Yeah.
She can throw the ball wherever she wants, and the spirals are fucking crispy. Okay?
I need to watch some games. We got to put in some clips. We got to put in some clips.
Nice.
They should have clips.
I'm sure. Don't they usually have the drone going?
She's a future.
Yeah. Did they this tournament? I didn't see it. Maybe it may have been too windy.
Yeah.
But big shout out to the Legends. That was good. I actually completely forgot. What?
Sorry. First of all, a couple things. I don't want to. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
First of all, obviously we want Sherry to heal up. That was
I don't know the final. I don't know the verdict, but Sherry went down. It looked not good. Hopefully it's nothing serious and she's okay.
But they were Rebels came back. Well, like they were actually just so when we got there, Rebels was just like, all right, we're losing. Boom, boom, bomb. All right, yeah. Rebels, we're here.
Yeah,
like we're winning. No, they weren't winning, but then they tied it up.
Yeah.
Listen, I did something, and I turned my back. I look back, and all I see was homegirl going like this.
Sprinting down, it was a pick six.
No, that was a kick return.
That was a kick return.
Off of the Rebels touchdowns. The Rebel just went down and scored. On the kick return, apparently there's a couple pitches.
Yeah, I heard it went straight down the line, like one side of the field to the other. Yeah.
I turned back, and I was like, oh my fucking goodness, they are not fucking around.
Wow.
They came to fucking play. And the fact that they actually made 2 pitches, because that's what I really want to know. I want to know if one person just like made a spectacular play or as if they actually made pitches and they actually did that, which I never see in women's football.
You see it, but it's never really successful.
Correct. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not. Well, I don't. When I say when I don't see it as often. Like, I noticed that the kick coverage in women's football is terrible. Like, absolutely terrible. Like, you could score a touchdown every single play. I'm not even lying. If you know how to pitch, you could score a touchdown on kick return against 90% of the women's teams, maybe even 100, every single time. If you know how to pitch, I'm not even joking.
That's fucked. Yeah, it doesn't really work. But yeah, so they did it. It fucking succeeded. Was that the that was the game winner?
Fucking winner, I'm pretty sure.
That was fourth quarter?
That was fourth quarter, game winner. There's 3 minutes left on the clock, and the Rebels went down the field and then threw a pick in the end.
That's where the pick I heard came from.
But congratulations to the Legends. I'm just happy to see some.
Keep in mind that game was semis. The finals game.
This is what I'm gonna say. The Wolfpack did not have their coach. They were missing tons of players, and I was even shocked that they're even in the finals.
They made the finals.
I watched them play a couple of games, and they played like that. Maybe not that game. They didn't play their best in that game, but I mean, from what I've seen, I think they only had 9 players or something like that.
What did they call it on Instagram? They kept saying like their baby pack or mini pack or something like that.
Yeah, they call it a mini pack. But they, in my opinion, overachieved. They proved once again. I don't care if it was 2 kicks. They own the Rockets. I'm done with the Rockets, yo. I'm done with the Rockets. You can't score points, and that's it. You guys are out. Simple. If you can't even kick a point, you're out. I don't want to talk about it. Legends, let's just get them up to number 1 immediately. I don't care about nothing. Get the Legends to number 1.
You're boosting them up to number 1.
I guess for the the Rebels not in this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I guess that's how it would go.
I don't want to hear nothing else. It's the Legends.
Legends, Wolfpack, Rockets.
There's the Rebels, the Legends, and then everyone else. You guys can talk about whatever you guys want. I don't care.
Would you agree?
They separated themselves from
Rockets,
everybody else this weekend.
Legends, Wolfpack, Rockets.
Yeah, just based off how that tournament went, like whether or not they beat Rebels that tournament, they paid the best offensive tournament for women's, and that's how you're going to beat the Rebels, because the Rebels are going to score. They're going to score 20 points.
Yeah.
Facts.
And if you're not going to score 20 points, you're not going to beat the Rebels.
And they're going to do it laughing.
And they did that.
Yes.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it laughing.
Yeah.
Based off of that, I don't see many women's teams that are scoring 3 touchdowns in the semis. It's purely defensive in semis and finals, other than the Rebels. They have good both ways.
Yeah.
But Legends were able to score 3-4 touchdowns against them. So.
And what was it? I have to bring it up, obviously, because the Rebels they're killing it on Instagram. They made the post a video, and it was the game that they lost against the Legends was the first game they have lost in like 832 days.
Which
is a crazy
I don't even know how to take that though. It's like, what are you guys saying right now?
Hold on.
Like, I get what you're saying, but it's like, what are you saying though?
Hold on. I want to verbatim. What'd she say?
Those posts were hilarious. I can't even lie. They
funny. Said how people be talking about us after losing 1 tournament game in 832 days.
Fucked up. That's shade though. That's shade.
100%.
That's just fucked up. But
yeah, man. No, Rebels. Whatever you're doing on Instagram and social media, you're killing it.
I think that. It is what it is. Like, they lost a game. Like, I don't take anything away from the Rebels.
A game.
I think it just says a lot about the Legends, in my opinion. I don't.
They're one to look out for.
I don't take anything from the Rebels.
I agree. I still think the Rebels are still the team to beat. Whether or not they could have lost every game, they're still going to nationals as the team to beat. So.
Yeah, until 100%. The Floor enter this tournament, I would have to agree.
Is Floor ever going to enter again?
I have no idea.
That'd be fun to watch and make a comeback.
I just want to see something. I want to see fucking competition. I don't want to know who's going to win before the tournament starts.
Well, I'd like to see even like West Coast teams come out for women's. Like for women's, it's only Toronto teams.
Do you think there's going to be any West teams coming out to nationals or no? Women's.
No,
women's.
Not that I know of.
My resources tell me
a women's in the West,
and I don't know the validity behind this. I'm not saying this is 100%. We're just going to get into the rumors now. I did hear that 1 West team is coming and 2 Montreal teams. Who they are, I don't know. I would assume.
That's amazing.
We need teams.
The Montreal teams, I'm assuming, are the 2 Montreal teams that came before, the Gatineau team and the Valley Field team.
But Noir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's those 2 teams. Okay. Well, who knows?
That's good. Just more teams, the better. Like, you want to see now, because for men's, like it's 4 team pools, right? So you want to have
14 pools.
4
Yes.
team
Yeah.
pools. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then the women's, I'm
say
assuming
14 pools.
Women's are hopefully the same too. So you want more
Hopefully.
teams for nationals, especially for nationals.
You 100%. Though, it's if you're gonna play for it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if there's only going to be Ontario teams come out, you might as well just do a provincials.
Yes,
like, you want to win nationals, you got to beat teams that are from out west,
100%.
and wherever else. Like men's, you have a nice. You don't necessarily have all the provinces, obviously, but you have a good amount of west teams. You have a few Montreal teams, and
Well, and I think even like when we went out west, like it proves that like there is actual teams out there that can compete. So like, why the fuck are we not making sure that we're making that happen, right? Like there is teams. There's no excuse. We're going to a tournament out there with one Toronto team, and yet there's still 30-something teams out there. No women's, just men.
Yeah. Like that Mabel had just as much, if more.
They have more than T-Fun.
100%.
And that's just one tournament, right? So
that was a good tournament.
So hopefully those teams come, and hopefully there'll be more
hopefully
teams.
It makes it's going to be nice to switch up the
that's the
pools
so
and stuff.
For those guys, like, would you bring a team out there if you're not going for AA?
Like, would you?
Like, if you know you're coming in for like a C team.
Explain what you're asking again.
So, like, for those West teams, if they're not coming in, like, you know who the top teams are, right? Like, Edmonton, Kelowna, etc. You know they can come in and compete for AA. If you come in and you know that, okay, I might not be as good as those teams, and I'm going in starting in tier 2, would you still commit to flying out whatever
like,
west or east or whatever?
Yeah.
You would. Just to,
well, if
just
I'm going to
play?
fucking Mabel, like, it's not.
I guess so.
It means nothing to me. Like, even if you win, it means nothing.
No, I agree, but like we went out there to compete for the top tier, right? If we went in and like, okay, we're in tier 3, would you still go in?
It's hard for me to say, only because I've never
been in that situation.
I've never been in that situation.
That's what I was curious. That might be why a lot of those teams don't come out from that way, right? Like, we don't
just like, oh, we know we're gonna lose. Like, what's the point? Type thing.
Potentially, right?
Like essentially.
I think I don't see why they wouldn't. I think, you know what? Now I think about it, I think I would. Like, if I want to play football, I want to play football, and I think if I want to get experience and like to get like that's fun. To me, that's fun. If I live in goddamn Saskatchewan, I get opportunity to go to fucking
Toronto,
Hamilton, like whatever. You're right down the street from Niagara Falls and Toronto. I would take that opportunity every single time.
For sure.
I don't see why not. But I mean, I don't know if they just don't take it as serious. Like, Saskatchewan guys were representing Team Canada in the flag. They might not play touch, right? Put a fucking team in, but
there's so many football players that
clearly
don't necessarily play touch football, right? Like, you have college athletes that I'm sure could put together a very competitive team.
So and whatever. I think it has to do with, I hate to say it, but Russ, like, he's got to build better relations with these people that are in these different leagues. Like, I think that's how you do it. You have to build relationships with the people running the league, and then that's who kind of helps bring
I agree.
The teams over. Because if you go to if Russ was to show up, and I'm not trying to pinpoint him, but like, I'm just saying, like, he's the head, so it's easy to say his name. But if he had a representative go to every single league and talk to the fucking managers of all these teams that are in these random leagues, like fucking Peterborough League and I don't know, North fucking Bay.
I'm sure you could get like an all-star team for each league, just to come and represent that league.
Thank you.
That'd be fun.
And that's just one team from each league, which now grows the league by 5 to 10.
Don't give them the secrets that we're going to be doing. Don't give them the secrets.
But I'm just saying, either way, it's like it's not that hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
But it's not that hard to do.
Next up, we have.
Whoa. No. We didn't finish the women.
Yeah, we did.
We just talked about
the finals. Yeah. Sorry, you're right.
I don't remember what I was talking about last.
We finished talking. We finished talking about the legends.
But then we're just breaking down the other teams. So we got to talk about. People like to hear about their team and whatever. So yeah, sorry, that's what I was saying.
Well, we can back it up to the
Wolf Pack, Mini Pack, the Mini Pack. You got to give them credit.
They did their
still
thing
went to the AA finals. They had 9 players, and Jared wasn't there. They played very well.
They did.
I'm not sure the name of the gentleman that was helping them coach. I don't know his name, but I know they had a guy there, so big up to him for helping them out. And I think, that's fucking big for them.
Still making it to the AA, missing a good chunk of your team. Yeah.
And they get at us all the time because we don't rate them proper. So
we do. We just gotta
get the Rockets out. What? Yeah, we should talk about that for a second. What do you think? This is my opinion. Legends. Wolfpack.
What did Vixens do? Oh, not this tournament.
Oh, no,
they didn't do nothing.
I don't.
They didn't do nothing.
They didn't have their starting quarterback.
Due respect to the Vixens, I'm gonna throw this tournament in the garbage for them.
They didn't have their quarterback. They were cycling through quarterbacks.
I'm throwing it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Throw it in the garbage. We're not even talking about you guys.
I think come nationals though, they'll be competitive.
They will be competitive. If you take them lightly, you may catch an L.
Yeah. I think they'll be a AA team.
Go ahead.
I'm not ready to go on. I'm not ready to go on that limb. We're gonna have to think about that for a second.
They definitely can be a AA team.
Let's see who's gonna be.
Let's see who's entering, and then we'll discuss.
Well, you would think everybody's joining.
Yeah, but
I'm saying they could be out of town
other
season.
Fair enough.
Floor's in. They're out.
Right now, I don't know if the Vixens can beat the Rockets.
No,
but they might be able to beat the Wolfpack.
Yeah, see, the women's is just so matchup based.
The matchups are fucking weird.
The Rebels and Wolfpack, at least the last however many times they play each other, there's been a couple games there's been 1-0, 2-0, low scoring games. They both need to play great defense, but you got to score.
Yeah,
you have to score.
Do you think that now that the Legends have cracked
Rebels
the ice or something, I guess you could say, do you think that now everyone's gonna try to build off of that? Because now it's because at one point it's just oh, they're never gonna lose. So now that they've lost, do you think that teams are gonna use that and become more confident and now try to do you think their games are gonna become a little bit more competitive?
I don't for the other teams.
Yeah, for the other teams
I think Legends, if they do it again.
Yeah, I
Emma Valentine.
Yeah, if they do it again.
But the Legends, we already know they've done it, so there's no way there's no reason for them to think that they can't do it again. They could play with them. I think it's known, and I think the Rebels could say, I mean, maybe not, maybe so. I don't know. Some of them might not, but I think they could say that no, that was a good game. The Legends could definitely play with them. So take the Legends out of it. Let's say Wolfpack and Rockets. Wolfpack and Rockets. Do you think now does this game help them to make them believe that they can now beat?
Maybe, but I personally don't think they think like that coming from the women's side.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for them, but I think now you go into okay, Rebels are beatable now. We can go. They lost.
That's what Joe's saying.
I know. I'm agreeing. They lost the Legends. So. We can go and beat them. But again, at the end of the day, I know it's against each other, but either way, you still got to go score points. I haven't seen anybody score 20 points against the Rebels in I don't know how long. And if you don't score
over 832
come
days.
Nationals, if you're not scoring 20 points, you're gonna lose to the Rebels, unfortunately. Unless you can play lights out defense, which I haven't seen that happen against Rebels.
Yeah.
You could stop them a couple drives, but I still think they're gonna score a few touchdowns. So I don't know. They're beatable now, obviously, as we saw last tournament. But come Nationals, for me, that tournament to them, obviously you don't want to lose. You have that pride of we haven't lost in however many days. But realistically, that tournament for the Rebels itself didn't really mean anything. They were locked in for first. They had their 50 points.
Yeah, but they still had everyone.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, I don't know. I didn't watch the games, but you go into that with a different mindset. We don't necessarily need to win this tournament. At this point, it's just purely bragging rights, right? I'm not trying to take anything away from the Legends because they played a great tournament. But for the Rebels, I think they still go into Nationals we're unbeatable. We are the team to beat.
I think that their posts tell the story.
Yeah.
That is, they're basically, and I might be wrong. My interpretation of the post is, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them because I've been there where our team, where I feel like my team is sick. So when we take a loss, it's okay, so we took a loss. So what?
Yeah.
It's one loss. What is your point?
And one loss in 800 days is crazy.
Yo, fuck the days, yo. I'm not trying to hear no day shit, yo. Tell me how many games that was. How many games?
2.5 years.
I see.
Well, that was probably just I don't know if that was an exact number, but it was probably a few seasons.
It was.
I'm sure that's an exact number.
It was.
If there's
last
anyone,
time they lost is in Ottawa,
the Rebels aren't gonna. They have no reason to fib.
Rockets 1-0 or some shit.
Yeah.
But this comes back to the point that I was saying in Nationals last year when the Rockets played. It's if you're trying to beat the Rebels, when you get in the fucking 20, 30-yard line, tell your punter to sit down. There's no 1 points. I don't know what you think this is. This is not soccer. You're not winning with 1 pointers.
Especially in national finals, like the Rebels aren't going to punt. You shouldn't.
Like, forget it. I'm saying forget the Nationals at this point. If you're playing the Rebels, take your punter and throw them out the game when you get in the red zone. You better try to score a touchdown every single time, because if you don't, you're not winning.
Yeah, but I'm fairly confident that's what Rockets did. And they, in my mind, they should have taken at least one kick to what would
I have done?
Catch up.
Nah.
It was 1-0. Yeah. But they're doing what you said, to go for touchdowns, and they were going for touchdowns and not succeeding. At some point, you got to be okay. Let's get a one kick to get it back to 1-1.
Fuck that.
I guess it depends on who you play. Like if you're going in, if the game's gonna end up 2-0,
and it's been 1-0,
those kicks matter.
You gotta get a kick.
You're not playing the Rebels in the games where you won.
No, I agree.
No.
Sorry, that specific game.
Yes.
That specific game.
I'm not talking about the Rebels. Yeah,
but I think that was like a torrential downpour or something, and
okay,
fine.
The 1-0.
Yeah, of course you're gonna do that.
Yes, you're right.
No one can move the ball. Fine. I'm saying like you're in a real game now. It's not torrential downpour, and listen, you need to score fucking touchdowns, and I think the Legends proved that the other day, and that's it. Anyways, so yeah, big up to the Wolfpack.
Let's go double B. A.
Okay, so
yeah, I'm fried.
I think this was a big. I don't know. I would guess.
I'm only trying to speed it up because the lighting's gonna get ass.
That's
We're gonna have to move.
I would say.
No, but we have lighting still.
It's not gonna be good.
I think we're fine.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
There's plenty of time.
I think this is, I guess, an upset.
Yeah,
Pirates over Capitals.
I forgot about the Capitals. They got to drop too. Like they're not even in Double-A. You guys, what happened?
Well, I was getting flack for putting Pirates above people, and they still they played well. They played well.
Well, I think what the thing about the Pirates and Capitals when they play each other, because they know each other so well, anything can happen, right? So that's how I look at it. I don't know them very well. I've seen both of them play. What I would say is that's basically my assessment is like anything can happen between them, and I don't know. Like I feel like the Capitals can play those other Toronto teams well. I don't know if the Pirates can play those other Toronto teams as well as the Capitals, and I think that's why people were maybe a little bit more rattled.
Well, Pirates played Rockets. They were in Rockets pool. They lost 9-6. So that's a winnable game.
Yeah.
And then they were the team that happened to play Rebels in the crossover. It was 22-6, but
you're right.
Rebels usually
True.
put it on people in the crossovers. So
I mean, well, they beat the Vixens, but they didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Vixens is just blacked out this tournament.
I think that right now it seems like everything's grouping up. You got your groups right now. You got the Rebels. Okay, they're over there.
Yep.
Then you've got that's one. Then you got two A's like the Legends, and then the Wolfpack is like Wolfpack and Rock is like 2B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or 3 or A and B type of thing. And then you've got, I guess,
Vixens.
Like I guess we haven't seen enough of the Capitals to really establish where they are.
Fair enough.
Because they've played in the Toronto tournament. This is their second time playing in a Toronto tournament.
Yeah.
I think. The first time they lost to the Rockets.
It
was a Toronto tournament. It was Belleville, I think.
They played. Yeah, maybe. They played more than two.
No, because at one point we didn't have them in the rankings because they never played. Remember
they played Belleville, and that's when
Belleville's the first one.
They lost to Rockets off to pick 6.
Correct.
Belleville's the first one.
Yes. And then
this is the
they
second?
went to Ottawa
and won,
where technically nobody was there.
Yeah.
And won that, but they beat the Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Then they came out here, and then they lost to
Wolfpack.
Yeah. So
okay.
At this point, I'm gonna put the Capitals with the Vixens, Pirates. Capitals are in the next type of grouping, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Both Ottawa teams with the Vixens, yeah.
And then you have the Storm, I think, and then everyone, and then you can figure
Storm,
out
EBO. Yeah.
Storm was.
Yeah, I would say Storm,
Yeah.
EBO.
What did EBO do?
Even Blaze, Blaze lost to the
EBO's lost to the
1-0.
Capitals.
Oh, I was talking to Craig about that actually. He came up to me and was talking to me about it because their scores, listen, where are they? Am I blind?
They're
B chance they made it to.
They lost to Vixens 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat Foxes.
Yeah. And then, but how'd they made it? Oh, the B champion.
Yeah, because they lost the 8 quarters to
Bullets.
Blaze. Yeah, they
Bullets.
lost to the Bullets 1-0.
Yeah, so I was talking to Craig about that one, and he's like, that one hurt.
Blaze. I'm disappointed after I bigged you guys up.
1-0.
Yo, big up to the. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just give Bullets respect. They won a game. They
did.
And then they went and beat the Mamba.
14-0. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to them. The Bullets did well. They went to the Double B championship. That's probably the best tournament they've ever had.
Where do you see that?
I think so. Yeah. They lost to Storm
in the Double B championship. So congrats to them. Sorry, congrats to the Pirates. First of all, is that congrats?
Yeah, Matt. Is that
what?
What sound is it?
A.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Congrats to Pirates for winning the A, and then we want to congrats to Storm for B.
Double B,
and
HOD for B.
HO.
Sorry, Blaze.
Blaze.
Yeah,
Blaze.
And then Blaze, Toronto Blaze winning the B. Actually, that's not really congratulations because you guys are better than that. I feel like you guys. That's not a good
Then a B?
performance
Yeah,
for you guys.
100%. I would have to agree.
That's gonna hurt the rankings a little bit. I don't know what happened with you guys. Any games that you guys seen? No. Matt?
No.
Did you see anything?
Just the Rebels one, but
I wouldn't say anything crazy. We were on the field with the Rockets, so the pool play again. I'm not a big fan of the pool play for the women's because it's top team versus bottom team. Like if you see that in men's, it's not going to be a good game. I know they don't have enough teams, but I really think they got to look at like having some tiers because like the top team in Canada should not be playing borderline last place team in Canada in pool play.
You know what it is? They've got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 all grouped into one tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you have different tiers, you're gonna have like 6 and 6 kind of thing. But like, I don't know. Just going into pool play, like if I'm the Rebels and I'm going to play whoever's the lowest placed team, like it's generally a 30-40 game. Mm-hmm. And as a team that's kind of trying to get better, yes, you do want to compete against those teams to get better, but
you got to work your way up.
I don't know. There's kind of a fine line between it's demoralizing and we're improving.
I would agree.
I would like to know like their perspective from the lower teams. Like, do they want to play the better teams? Is it helping them get better, or would they just rather just play more competitive?
So what
games?
would be so let's say HOD.
And that's a problem though.
Like
but that's the
EBO.
problem with doing,
so you have 14. Like you could do 7 and
because how does Blaze then? Because Blaze might have been in the upper tier. How does Blaze end up dropping down when they have a trash tournament? And how do these teams have a chance to beat them? Or like, you know what I mean? Like if they're like.
But it'd be like men's, right? Like if you drop below that tier 1 tier line, like you can go 1 through 7 in tier 1 and 8 through 14 in tier 2, right? And you have to, if you're the best tier 2 team, you can still go and win A against teams that drop down from double A, right? You can still have competition. I don't think they should have 14 teams.
Well, you know what's funny?
Because then you're gonna have those lower tier teams that are competing in those early games on Saturday.
Want to know what's funny? They actually have a committee that's made of all the captains from the women's group.
T5?
No, the women's side actually has a committee that's made up of all the women's captains from each team, and they make these decisions.
It's a group chat on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah. So they voted and chose to make it that way. So I mean.
So then they wanted this for whatever reason.
Yeah,
like the men don't get to do that or decide.
If you're in the committee and you didn't agree to this, speak up and we'll keep you anonymous. But like, if you guys did agree to this, then hey, whatever. Then you guys did. But
I think the perspective is for like the Rebels, we'll say for example, they don't want to have to like play hard every single game to then play the exact same teams.
But it's the same thing. Well, I guess for men's, like you have games that are 30-0 in tier 1, but like. That doesn't always happen. For women's, it's every single
tournament for the past 7 years that I've been playing.
You're guaranteed 1, might even be 2 games in your pool.
There's literally no touchdowns being scored by the bottom team.
And that's the thing, right? Like
every single time they play that top team.
It's different if you're improving and like, okay, like I'm marching on the field and we're working on our offense kind of thing. But
can you hear it in the mic?
No. Of course.
No,
it's fine.
But like, it doesn't even seem like people are driving the ball. You're getting 3 and outs, or you're not even getting past half, and you're turning the ball over. Like, I don't know. It's
kind of a waste, and it's funny because like I don't even watch those. Like I can't even like. The way I look at it is like, yo, if you did something, like if you're a top team, let's say you're a top 4 team, you're for that Saturday, or like the pool play, what you're saying, like I don't even care what you did in that game. That game does not mean anything to me. Like I don't even rate that. Like, I want to see what you do in the crossover moving forward. That's how I establish like what I think about teams, in my opinion. Like I don't
men's and women's.
No, women's.
Oh, women's.
Because like, it's a joke.
So we had Rockets on our field, right? And they played against HOD. HOD probably played one of their best defensive games against them. Do you know what the final score was?
I heard.
It was still 27-0.
And I seen this.
Like that's like the prime example. Like you could still play as best as you can play, and unfortunately you're not going to be able to compete against these top teams.
Yeah.
Like Rockets probably played their worst game and they're still winning 27-0. Like if they played as well as they could have played, it potentially could have been a lot worse.
That's wild. But
they
need to figure this out because it's boring to watch.
Anything about like the lower tier women's? I don't know. Fuck HOD.
I have nothing.
Wow, and Mamba dealt with HOD like that. Jeez, Mamba. I see Mamba play this weekend. You guys can be good, but you guys dropped a lot of passes. You guys gotta secure the ball, in my opinion.
I didn't get a chance.
You got a good quarterback. I like their quarterback still.
So wait. This is so like late. It just registered. What? So there was the main field that we were at. Like where was the other fields?
So the field that. What do you
so
mean?
we were
like where we were. Like, you know how like we were at the
pool
main.
A and B were the 2 turf fields besides. So they were KI and Mud Dogs.
But there was another location.
It was like diagonally across.
No, she's saying the elder.
I have no idea where the other fields were. There was 4 at the main fields.
Yeah, there was
both
4
days,
there,
but there was 4 different fields.
4 other ones because there was 8 total.
I have no idea. There was, I guess, EFG.
EFG. They were at a completely different location. I don't even know.
No idea.
I don't know nothing about those
that
letters.
Fucking sucks. I want to watch every.
Well, that's why Brenton's usually really good because you can, right? But
Hamilton's going to be better.
Yes, should be.
I'm excited about that. I'm going to try my best to get more footage and stuff too. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, I have nothing else for the women's. Do you? When we talk about the men's.
Leggies.
I want to get a fresh 30 minutes for the men's.
Leggies.
Ready?
What?
You ready to get into it?
You want to start from scratch?
Am I ready?
Yeah. Are you ready to get into it?
No, but we can.
All right, let's go.
Well, do you want to talk about something else in the meantime and then get into it?
Yeah, let's talk about something else. Yeah, what do you got?
Well, I guess there's a few leagues starting up.
Okay.
Save that
I seen the ETFL. Well, whatever.
We have 10 minutes. We don't have to get like deep into it.
So how many? You were talking about ETFL?
Yeah.
How many quarterbacks do they have?
5.5.
Okay, yeah.
So
whatever. It looked like Braden was a first-round pick. I was cool. I was fine with that.
So they had Braden,
Backus, right?
Yes, which
is
how it's essentially the Marco Sasha situation, right? Braden should be 100%
Only Braden was a first-rounder, which is
that's what I was confused about because like you could go like if Braden was a primary quarterback, Packus wouldn't be a first round,
that's a scam.
But then I think you kind of have to take that. It's just like if Sasha would have played quarterback, you still have Marco, who's potentially a top pick anyways. So if he decides like come playoff time while Marco's throwing and Sasha's playing. Now you just kind of
ETFL,
abuse the system, right?
Yeah.
So I agree with what they did. They had Braden go in the first round. He went 5th because that's just where Packus was, but that's just how they did it.
Yep. Knowing Packus, he traded down. Packus got first overall. Fucking traded.
No, he went.
So it was like, what? Yeah.
He went 5-6 actually. I went to Kyle.
He got drafted 5.
How many quarterbacks did you say there was?
He got the last pick, so he went back to back.
Matt,
he's got the best.
Sorry?
Luck.
Before you guys, how many quarterbacks did you said 5.5?
5. So
there's
it was
6, no?
So the first pick.
Shainer's not a thing.
Shane's not a quarterback.
Oh, he's not in it.
So the first pick was Scoop, and Scoop went with Jazz. He always goes with those Bullets guys. And then
who was like the top ranked available?
Braden was 99 overall.
Braden wasn't available.
He wasn't available.
I've seen that though.
It was Cole Brown.
Like, holy fuck!
It was Cole.
Who was Cole Brown?
It was your boy.
Cole LaFoy?
Yeah.
What?
Yo,
wait, what?
She tried to go in with it. Yes,
Hold on,
it was.
are you sure?
Yeah.
That's
no, like for sure, someone's gonna be surprised when
Was
it's
he
not
there?
Cole.
No, he was the second pick because Scoop went with Jazz.
Hold on, do we know for a fact that
I was talking to Cole when we were standing in the parking lot.
Why did he change his last name?
That's his actual name. Supposedly. I don't know his full name. I'm not going to say full government names here, but it's Cole. He was ranked 97, so I think everybody knew. So
I was wondering who that was. I was like, Cole.
Well, apparently there is a Cole Brown.
Oh, I don't know.
He played on the Hounds, so I was like...
It's definitely Cole.
Okay. For sure.
100%. So, yeah, Scoop's picking a bullet player no matter where they're ranked.
No matter if Cole's
and Jazz
available.
happens to be a very good player, so he went with Jazz first.
Probably wouldn't have got him in the second, I would assume.
No, I think he was picking Jazz no matter what.
Yeah.
Cole went second. Third was... Who was third?
Yeah. Did they post it yet?
Yeah.
Oh, third was Josh Devine.
Okay.
Yep.
And then who?
Toy.
Okay.
I went to Kyle, and then Packus picked Braden Shane back to back.
Yo, I see that. I was like, yo, what is going on here?
I'm very happy to play with Kyle, and I actually really like our team, but it would be nice. It would have been nice to play with the Pecs. But I can't lie.
That is so funny.
And I mean, if you watch the final game for AA men's, they picked Shane, so it was a kind of interesting.
It was right in the comments immediately.
It was an interesting choice, but obviously,
walking around
after come season, it's going to be a.
What happened at the draft?
What happened at the draft?
What do you mean?
Piranha's draft.
For what?
The fantasy?
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
Oh, that wasn't for Piranhas. That was another league. I'm in Bo's league, and I took a player from Pac, and he said he wasn't going to draft me.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but I was. He didn't even have. I was picked before he had an opportunity to pick me anyway. So I don't have to wait and see if he would have or would not have picked me. But no, I don't know everybody's team top to bottom, but
he did it?
Yeah, you'd be
I'd be rad. I'd be a little upset.
Can you imagine?
I'm kind of pissed. I wish,
next time I see them, I come up teary-eyed. I'm not gonna lie, but
teary-eyed.
But no, we ended up.
Hold on. What if he had the first pick? Okay, fuck, that wouldn't have worked.
If he was the first pick, you got to take the top player on the board, even if you want to build off.
What if it was between you and Cole, and he took Cole?
I would pick Cole. I would think
you're at still.
I think 100%. Aside from Braden, Braden has in my opinion, I think Braden's a little bit more rounded than Cole, but on the board, Cole's the best player in that draft, 1,000%.
Yeah,
I would take Cole.
But Braden, you have the quarterback; he can play. It seems like he plays. I haven't seen Cole play much defense, and Braden's a good defender as well. So, and their chemistry.
Does Cole play defense?
He does if he has to.
The guy's an athlete.
He can play defense, but
it's draft. He does whatever he wants. What do you got to do?
Okay.
But no, I would take Cole. If someone took Cole over me 100%, I would.
No, I'm not cool with that.
You want me to say, I'll be fucking mad.
If Marco takes fucking, I don't give a fuck from the Piranhas over me. It's up. It's up.
I didn't even think about that.
Yo. Straight goods, yo. You're crazy.
So if he picked Braden over you?
Yeah, he's crazy. What's up?
Wow. Marco.
I told you, I don't care.
If you ever get in a draft, pick someone other than Joe just to cause problems.
Yeah,
you're going to get Joe for a solid 3 games, but no, Braden's not a good pick.
Still, I don't care.
That's so funny. But yeah, and then, I mean, we could list all the players that go on, but there's a lot.
Who has the best team?
Who's winning?
Let me see.
Who's winning this?
I'm confident with who Kyle picked, but based off of my previous performances the last 2 years, I have a combined 2 wins in ETFL in 2 seasons.
You're proven to be not the best.
So right now, I feel like I'm bad luck. So if you pick me, it's not going to go well. But on paper, he ended up getting me and Anton with the top 2 picks there. So I think we're in a very good position to do well this season.
That's a good on paper team still. I can't lie. Ryan Dale, Connor Tamlin, fire the fuck up.
No,
Who's James Green?
He was on our team last year. He played really well, actually. I really like playing with him. He picked a lot of players that was with us with Shane. So.
I like his team though.
Why isn't Shane?
You know what it is. Kyle knows
not
the
enough
guys
players
really well, so I do believe he would draft well. So I
no, he said he picked who he wanted to pick. So and Anton being who Anton is in that league too, he was highly rated and stuff, and he ended up dropping in the 2nd round. So it was
rated highest, wasn't it?
Braden was 90. I don't remember everybody. It was Braden 99. Anton was 98. Cole was 97, and then it went 95? Down. I was 95. I think. Jazz and Divine were 95, 96 as well. So
Gotcha.
Kid.
But I mean, at the end of the day, these guys have been in the league long enough, right? You start picking. It doesn't matter based off of rankings. You know who, unless you don't know the name, you're picking guys that you're comfortable with. Right?
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with provided you do well.
Sorry.
Are you? No, you're not playing.
I want to hate on.
Come tomorrow.
I want to hate on Matt, but I like Kyle. That's my guy. I'm going with Kyle still.
Yeah,
I'm
going with Kyle too.
Kyle, fire the fuck up.
I like
man.
our team.
Go
with
Kyle.
Anton. What are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah, pull up. I might. I didn't get my wisdom teeth pulled, so I might go
work for a bit. Why? It starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
First game's tomorrow.
We play against Pac tomorrow at 12.
Might pull at 12.
Yeah.
I might pull up.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
Why? And then I'm gonna work early morning, and then I'll come. Yeah. I'll just bring my.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a nap, so yeah, maybe I'll bring one. I'll bring Ario. Yeah, I could do that.
Bring one. Yeah, Joe's gonna ghost, not show up.
Yeah.
No. I like.
Yeah.
I'm here,
Okay,
and I work in
we're not
Ajax,
doing
so it's
this.
like I'm not going. That's not far.
And we're probably gonna go. Look.
Yo, just put that on your page. No one wants to see that unless it's on your page still.
I'm.
You see that? Look.
Yeah, you're swole.
Yeah, yo, let me see those legs though.
Damn.
All right.
Matt said
no.
damn.
I said no. He said no.
Matt said no.
He said
Relax.
no.
I'm telling you, next year I'll be 220.
Let's
This
go.
week, man.
220.
After this, we'll go to the gym.
Okay, so I actually had to realize I make the joke about 220. Who we were watching football last night, and this guy was, how tall was he? 5'9"?
No, it's like
Taller.
6'1".
Oh, he was 6'1". Off.
How tall are you?
It doesn't matter. But he was what, 290 or
Something
280?
like that. He was close to like 300, yeah.
And he was like, it was stupid. So I was like, wow, 220 is crazy.
Honestly, I don't think you want to be 220 at your height.
I'd be.
But to each his own.
I say 220 because I don't know what 220 looks like. But I've been talking to people who are roughly 130, and
you know what
I
220 looks like. Oh,
I think
your
I need.
size? No.
Yeah, my size. No, I don't. But I think a solid weight for me is a good 110, 115.
Yeah, that's fine.
How tall are you?
5.
5 feet?
Even.
Oh my lord.
I
You're
say
not getting to 115. That's like baddie size. You're not. Stop this.
Wow.
Just relax.
Oh my god! Now it's
gotta
a challenge.
relax.
Now it's a challenge.
Now you actually gotta relax.
Now it's a challenge.
You 100, yeah, 105 maybe.
100. That's only 5 pounds on me.
Do you know how much 5 pounds would look on you? 5 pounds would look
Not-
like something happened to you.
I guess if it's, I'm not
5
going for
pounds
fat.
is-
I'm not going for fat though.
5 pounds at your weight.
I'm not going for fat though. Muscle's not gonna.
I don't care. 5 pounds at your weight would look different. It would be noticeable.
You're not wrong because I felt
You'd be
good at.
noticeable. It'd be like
When I was like 105, I felt like I was like, wow, I like this.
10
I like
pounds?
this weight.
10 pounds. People are gonna be like, "Yo, are you okay?"
Next year, oh my god, just
How
wait.
what are you at? 92?
95.
95? Yeah, you're not put on 20.
20 pounds is that's a lot of weight. I don't even think I'd be able to. I don't think I would feel good running at that weight.
You can get there eventually, but you can't say next year.
Next year, you don't think I can?
You don't have to be
If
a
I gain,
supportive husband
if I
all the
gain
time.
1 pound, he doesn't.
You
But
really
he is.
don't.
But he is.
Sometimes you got to know when to shut it down. And know that's not happening.
If I gain 1 pound a week,
1 pound a week is a lot.
okay,
You can't. What are you gonna eat?
we're gonna do it. We're gonna get into the topic. Men's.
Big men's.
How's it feel? From double B to double A.
Hold on, can we just talk about tier 2 for now? Like I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into it yet.
No, we get tier 2. Let's do tier 2.
Postpone the
fine.
inevitable.
That's fine.
I need some time.
That's fine. Where do you want to start with?
I guess surprising. What happened in tier 2? Like there's a few.
A.
Okay, well.
A champs.
Okay. Well, let's go to B. Let's
Sorry,
start with
I
B.
meant to say B.
Chargers.
Not A. Toronto Chargers, 27. Okay, just to make sure, are the men's scores correct from what we know?
Whatever.
As far as I know.
I just want to make sure.
I know I mentioned the one about our game, but I mean it could be correct. I don't know.
Chargers won the B championship. I personally didn't get to watch any really of the men's. Obviously, I was just watching.
Well, let's face it. That was on field C. Okay, well. I didn't see anything unless it was on field A or field B, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
No one's going to travel.
Yeah, but that was the same time as our game. Are you like?
Can't watch that.
You can't even if you wanted to.
Even then. But I haven't seen the Chargers all year, but we moved them up in the rankings. I don't know. I can't remember where they were, but we did move them up. So
yeah, mid-20s, I think.
The fact that
low 20s,
they beat the Cobras, they beat the Kings.
I'm trying to pull it up.
They beat the Cobras again. They lost to the Bullets only by 7, so it was a competitive game, I think.
You forgot, Joe, when you were drunk and made the fucking...
Yo, that's so funny.
The power rankings, when Joe made the power rankings, or not made, but he posted them. He posted them this tournament. Instead of doing the slides, this guy made it real.
Yo.
Listen, it works.
I'm not an Instagram savvy type of guy.
Where do we move them to? Chargers.
There should be at the end. We moved.
23rd.
Okay.
Above Kings. Okay. There you go. So standing true.
Well, the Cobras are kind of up there. We got to lower the Cobras still.
How'd they do? Where are they?
Brian Vallon did not improve them at all.
Not this tournament.
Nah.
What did the quarterback get hurt at the tournament, or was it before? Did Brian go into this tournament knowing he was going to be throwing, or no?
Nobody got hurt. Who are you talking about?
Brian?
Tyler got hurt?
Nobody got hurt.
Brian Vallon?
Yeah.
He plays on the Cobras.
Yeah, I know.
So you're saying that Tyler Johnson got hurt?
Or he wasn't something. I was literally talking.
I just know Tyler Johnson in Miami with Connor.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yesterday.
Oh, no.
No, but I don't think they let. Well,
no,
I don't know.
I had a whole conversation with Brian. Anyways.
What did Brian say? Hold on. You had a conversation? Yo, we got her. Yo, you had a conversation with Brian? What did he say?
Yeah, he came up. We were talking about it because he.
So why leave EBO?
Oh, okay. We didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, you skipped that topic though.
Yeah,
okay.
we didn't talk about that.
Okay.
But no, we were talking, and he said he went into this team knowing he was a 4th string quarterback. One quarterback got injured, so he couldn't play. There was second quarterback. I don't know if he got injured or if he wasn't there. I don't know what happened. And then there was, again, third quarterback. I don't know if he was there or injured. And then Brian was saying, he's like, well, fuck. Like, he's like, I wasn't expecting to be.
That was an excuse for playing like shit.
I don't know how he did.
He did have the EBO.
I don't know how he did, but he told me that
Either way, Cobras were lowering you. You guys are not ready.
Yeah, they were what, 19th? Yeah.
Cobras are not doing the stuff. Shout out to the Chargers. They did well. They're moving up in the rankings. Something that surprised the hell out of me was the Tigers. The Tigers got some win. This is their second tournament, right?
Yeah, they won the semi? What?
They lost to Kings by a point too. It's their second tournament. Like, I think you keep coming up to these tournaments. They're gonna get better and better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is what you want, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
That's what you said
win or
last
lose.
time.
Yeah.
All right, so shout out to the Chargers for winning B.
And hold on, drum roll, even though we don't have it, let's get the congratulations out.
For what?
Hey, surprise of the weekend, Double B Championship. Hey, congrats, EBO.
Shout out EBO for playing and winning without having a quarterback.
Yeah, that sucks. That's fucked.
They had a quarterback, couldn't make it. Pinto threw, and yeah.
Listen, no one knows better than me that when your quarterback doesn't show up or can't come to a tournament or whatever the case is, you may go from AA to Double B that weekend still.
Yeah.
You got to hold that, but at least they got it done. We lost in the semis. So shout out to them for actually winning.
There you go.
But I don't know what do you like?
Nationals. Just wait for Nationals. Their quarterback's going to be there.
Okay, but look,
it's hard to say because you haven't seen those players. Like I know
asked.
He was supposed to be there this weekend too.
Yeah, but I know what actually happened.
Okay.
Do you know what happened?
Do you know that's going to happen again?
Yes. No, because it's already been spoken about. I know it's not.
You want to tell the audience what
happened? Nope.
Okay.
But again, I spoke with the source themselves.
Okay.
And it was a.
So you had a off the record conversation with someone from EBO.
And I know that this quarterback's going to be in for Nationals.
So what does that mean for the rankings then? Are we?
I don't know how this quarterback plays, so I can't really say. But I just know Pinto's not going to be throwing. Go ahead.
I think it's how T-Font released the rankings. I think they got to sit around that 5-6 range. Like
for now, yeah. Until
you think that the quarterback that's coming is better than Nathaniel Pinto?
I don't know, but having Pinto as receiver makes a difference.
Yeah, Pinto is arguably one of, if not the best receivers in all of T-Font.
Yes.
As much as he's a good quarterback, he's a much, much better receiver, and having him not being able to play receiver,
what's more important, receiver or quarterback?
The quarterback.
All right. I don't know.
I don't know. Taking that factor away from your offense, they have very good receivers, but Pinto is Pinto. You can't replace Pinto at receiver. But I do agree. If you have nobody to throw Pinto the ball, it doesn't really matter if Pinto's playing receiver or wherever on the field. So it's hard to say because this quarterback, I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's played T-Font or if he's played any sort of. I'm sure he's played football. So I'm sure he's going to be a good quarterback. If I'm not mistaken, he was
the York quarterback, right?
I don't know.
Do you know? Let's not get into the details.
I don't know. I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, he did play quarterback at tackle football. Wherever he did play, he played quarterback. Like it's not like
So he knows how to play. But like T-Font again is it's
with all due respect, York is one of the worst teams in CIS football history.
Okay, well,
with all due respect, I'm not even trying to be rude.
Not going to pick up
when you say that to me, that doesn't really mean much. But
in my opinion, what makes EBO as good as they have been, I mean, even when they won nationals, they weren't putting up 30 points a game. They were winning a lot of their games with around 20 points a game.
I agree.
They were probably one of the lower scoring tier 1 teams most of the tournaments.
Their defense just holds it down.
Correct. Probably the best, if not one of the best teams, right? So they have to be able to compete at that level defensively, and
they still have their core defense, no? So hopefully,
well, that tournament, I think a lot of their defenders come from the Montreal, Ottawa area, so they didn't have those guys last tournament.
They didn't have them as well,
so
but
nationals it'll be different. So come nationals, there's now no more excuses. You show up and you play with your roster that's there, and that's it.
Okay, so they just played a tournament. Pinto threw. They won the double B. Cool. I'm not saying that that's where they're at. I think they could, in my personal opinion, I think they could do better than that if they were to come back and roll. Where do you have them in rankings for Doubleout, the only rankings that matter, now that they've literally showed up to a tournament now after this whole fucking quarterback debacle, and they're now showed up to a tournament and they've won the double B? Where do you rank them? Because this is hard. I
would say you're right, 5-6.
I would say
5 or 6.
Well, it's similar to your situation, right? Like they had.
No, it's not similar to our situation.
No, I meant earlier in the season, like you had that.
Joe said, "Don't compare."
Quarterback was maybe not missing a quarterback. He came back. No one's coming back. No one's coming back.
For them, they have a win. They have a finals loss, but they have 2 double B appearances, right? That's got to bring you down a bit. So, and
what do you think? Lower,
I'm just
higher?
trying to be objective. Like, I'm just trying to be objective. I'm not even trying to diss EBO because I actually have faith in them, and I do believe that they can compete with. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if they can show up to any game. They can show up at nationals, and if they are all on their games, they can win. So that I'm not gonna put that past them. I guess what I'm trying to say is like,
but those for me, those 5 to 8 teams, they're so. Right now, they're kind of like fringe.
You think they'd be higher than 5 or 6?
Are you saying they should be higher or lower?
Oh, lower.
No, I lost to the Reapers.
I don't disagree with you, but like, so Trojans, I think should be a high.
Yeah, but this wasn't not. I know it's not an excuse, but like this wasn't a good representative.
They beat the Bandits by 1.
Representation.
They didn't have a good tournament. They did not play an EBO tournament
Canes in the championship. Mm-hmm. I'm missing a game here. EBO, and they lost to the replacements. That's bad.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have a good tournament.
What I'll say is, you're right. Like, you can have a bad tournament. Like, I'm not going to say that defines where they are, but like,
it really
say that they're 5 or 6.
Who would be above them?
Of teams with quarterbacks right now.
So, okay, easily the top 3 is us, you, and Mud Dogs, 100%. Whatever orbit that happens to be in, we'll decide that in a later video.
I'm saying Trojans.
Trojans
are up there.
Listen, now with West coming in,
I don't know if the Provinces keep the Trojans. Do we want to get into this?
We beat the Trojans. We beat the Trojans in the semifinals, 100%.
What happened? What happened? I heard something happened in that game.
We came out winning.
Okay, don't worry. We'll get to that later. Don't worry. We'll get to the details.
Oh, okay. No. Now I remember that game.
I heard some.
Yeah, you guys came out winning, but like.
No. Don't worry. We'll get to that later. Don't worry. We're not getting to that. Okay, so I agree with you. Fine. 1, 2, 3. Then you're saying Trojans.
I think Trojans are top 4 team right now. Seminoles. See, like, I think those like the 5 to like 8, 9 teams gets kind of because I think they're very good teams, but they can't compete with those top 3, 4 teams. Like
you're speaking. This is for people that don't know. You're speaking about Seminoles, Assassins, Ottawa football team, and then down.
Yeah, like Ottawa football team. They played a good game against us. We still scored 45 points. They played well offensively, but on the box score,
I want to ask you a question about that.
On the box score, we were up 3 touchdowns at one point.
Okay,
so that's what I'm saying. Like later in the game, it got a little bit closer than I think the game actually was.
Is that Trojans?
But I mean, we went on the field. They couldn't stop us. They scored 30 points. I think
they put a 30 out of your guys' head top.
I think we definitely should have played better defense against them, but they could not stop us. But my point is, like those top 3 teams, yes, Mud Dogs had a bad tournament as well. We'll talk about that after. But those 3 teams, when they're fully healthy with full rosters, I don't think those 5 to 8 teams can really compete with those top 3, 4 teams.
I just feel like right now the way it is, like I just maybe because we don't know, but it's like it's gonna be this is a hard situation to get out for EVO. You're talking about putting a quarterback that potentially has never played T-Font, and throwing him in the fire, and then going into Tier 1.
Well, the thing with them is now they're gonna most likely they might be in your pool, right? If they're sitting at 5, 6, it'd be either be our pool or your pool, right? So.
No, the pools.
Oh, it might be a little bit different because it's 4 teams or whatever, but either way, I'm just saying like they're gonna have a tough road.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. Good luck to them, and obviously they're in a tough situation. So like, fuck, it is what it is. But I don't know. It's interesting. Like I feel like it's tough from my perspective. I feel like the Seminoles and Assassins are just a little bit. Even the Ottawa football team, like they're not. You're not gonna just walk in a game and beat them if you're not on point.
No,
right?
Ottawa football team's been playing really
now.
well.
They're not on point. So, but then I get what you're saying. It's like it's still EBO.
Yeah.
Like throw.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
Throw Pinto the ball every play. You know, he's getting 1 out of 3 at least. You know.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. Anyways, so yeah, congratulations to them. At least they got the double B.
Let's go A.
Not to make a joke, but like. It seemed like they had a rough Saturday. That's another thing. Like you could have a bad Saturday, and then it seemed like
screws you over, right?
Kind of just got it together, and it was rolling. At that point, you're already out of the tournament, so like it is what it is. But at least they got it done.
We're gonna go to A.
Back-to-back A champs.
Back-to-back.
Cheers to the fucking
Reapers. Shout out to the Reapers. They faced Ottawa football team. Nope. Mud Dogs. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong one.
They were in your pool?
Yep.
Oh, no, that was in the final. Sorry.
Reapers, 28-22. Good shit.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Yeah?
That's a shocker, but we were just talking about this earlier. Mud Dogs, in my opinion, their best player
was hurt.
Yeah, at least the heart of the team.
I agree. That's my opinion as well. Like, I've been playing them even when I was on Rough Riders. We played them a few times, and more so obviously the last few years. But the best player, I guess, is Harry. Like I'm pretty sure he was in the CFL. He's phenomenal receiver.
Yeah. Did he get hurt at the tournament?
No. He was fine. He was phenomenal. But the most important player on that team is Dally. He plays both ways, and when you take him off, not only the offense but the defense as well, it makes it's a huge impact. Like. Not that Harry's replaceable, because he's not. You have other offensive options, but when you're taking off Dally, now you have that second go-to guy on offense. You have probably one of, if not your best defenders, come off the field. It's going to hurt your team. So the last 2 tournaments where Dally couldn't make it through the whole tournament, they ended up dropping to double B. So I think that's
tough.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously we hope it's not a long-term injury. I don't know what this.
So do we know what happened or no?
It was lower body. I think it was calf or something. I think he might have re-aggravated the injury from Belleville.
He said that whatever the injury he had before, he might have re-aggravated it. But yeah, that's tough. Like, hopefully he gets back. They're a good team, but it's weird how like one guy and like everything goes to shit. It's kind of fucking it's kind of weird, right?
Is it one of those like, do we know like potential he could be back for nationals, or he's probably out?
Oh, I would just say he was 100% going into nationals. I'm not going to say he is 100%, but I don't see him not playing.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if he's hurt, he'll go in and try to play. If he can't go through, he can't go through. But he'll be there.
Okay.
If I had to put money on
that guy, lick, and I can guarantee you that guy will be playing in nationals.
I know it takes everything in him not to play, and I think if that tournament meant a little bit more to them, he might have pushed through, but the only chance of them losing that first seed was if we won, so they were guaranteed a top 3 spot regardless, and you don't want to hurt one of, if not your best players in the tournament before nationals. So
okay.
But yeah, sorry, we were talking about the Reapers. They won, so congratulations. Shout out to
the A Reapers.
Let's at least give them some respect and talk about them for a second.
100% back to back.
No, they're good.
Doing their thing.
Yeah, that's 2 A's in a row. I mean, they're winning the games they're supposed to win.
That's what we talked about, I think, last year before the season. Like, if they have their full roster, they're a competitive team.
Well, apparently this tournament, they're missing players. That's what's funny. So,
the Reapers, this tournament?
Yeah, so, I mean, it seems like
even
the last 2 tournaments, they're missing.
I keep getting them mixed up. Reapers has James.
Aaron, Cajun, Briggs. Okay. Yeah.
Like, Cajun didn't play.
Good shit.
No?
He didn't play? He was just
Cajun was scared because he's going to Europe. He said he didn't want to get injured before Europe.
Europe. Go ahead, Cajun.
Yo, let's talk about that.
Go ahead, Cajun.
How would you feel if one of your players said, yo, I'm going to Europe tomorrow. I can't play this weekend still.
What do you mean? You gotta.
I might get injured.
Yeah, you're gonna.
We'll get you a wheelchair. You're good.
You guys are fucked. You be mad?
Hold on, I'm confused. Whoa, what do you say?
I said we'll get you a wheelchair.
Okay, and you're saying
you're gonna let them not play? What do you mean?
Oh my God, Jasmine! You know what? You're speaking like a real girlfriend. That's fine.
Yeah, 100%. I would be pissed if Matt went to a tournament.
The week before,
day before.
Okay, what injury?
Day before.
Okay, other than a broken bone, or something that requires immediate surgery. What injury are you gonna get that matters? A torn hammy? Oh, okay. I can't walk around.
No, but you're not going into a tournament like I'm gonna get hurt.
No, you're going in as a smart adult. Shout out to Cajun for being a smart adult and not playing a touch football league that you're.
It's touch football,
but it's.
You're gonna risk getting injured before going on a trip to Europe.
I'm risking getting hurt before I go to work the next day.
Legit.
That's different.
Why is that different?
No, because everybody. You wouldn't be mad if you got hurt. Say, oh, I can't go into work. You wouldn't be mad.
I would be disappointed.
You'd be mad?
I don't want to get hurt.
You haven't invested thousands.
No, that's
you have days off.
That's what I'm talking about. If you get hurt before work, you're like, oh shit, I'm off work for the next day or two.
I joke aside, I do understand that.
You're going to Europe, going to sit on a plane for X amount of hours. Imagine you had a torn hammy sitting on a plane for.
So I said that. I did that one time. I went
somewhere.
How'd that feel? It was. The plane ride was terrible.
Okay. And that's just the plane ride.
Imagine I got there and I was a
No.
Pour the drinks.
But we're talking about just torn hammies. Imagine dislocating something. Imagine anything.
Pop it back in.
Yeah, pop it back in and let's go. We're going on vacation. It's already done. I'm out of here.
I hate men.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
We're playing touch football. How often are you getting injured?
Okay, I'm sure a lot of the girls would think the same thing. It's not just men. A lot of women would feel the exact same way. They have tournament. They're going to the tournament and they'll go fly out the next day.
Straight. Listen, there's women that are playing pregnant. Talk to Tigs. Like, I don't want to expose people, but like, you guys know who's doing what. Women are playing fucking pregnant. What are you talking about?
At the
you
end
got
of
my whole kid in your fucking thing doing this stuff, and you're playing football. What are you like? What?
At the end of the day, whether you're traveling or going to work or doing whatever, you sign up to play football, and you know.
No, I didn't. I missed.
You know the risks of playing a competitive sport. Like there's always the opportunity where you could get hurt, unfortunately, but you don't want to go into a tournament expecting.
Yeah, but he chose to be responsible.
I'm not faulting him for that at all.
Joe said, "Nah, you're joking."
Playing. But like, the only reason
Joe's not playing. Joe said, "No, you're playing."
No, you're playing. I said, "Yo, you're injured." I said, "I'm not injured. I go on vacation." I'm like, fuck are you talking about?
Nah, you know what, Cajun? If you're watching this, I respect.
This girl's gonna get licks. He's scared, yo. This fucking girl's gonna beat his ass.
I'd beat Matt's ass too.
Anyway, shout out to the Reapers for winning over their sussy receiver that wouldn't play because he's going on
what was it?
Vacation. That's
Sorry,
number one.
I'm still on it because what was it? You were gonna play before. I think it was. I don't know what it was, but I didn't want to risk you getting knowing you'd get a black eye before some type of special event. Because he just does too much.
You haven't gotten married yet. Wedding, I can understand.
Wedding, yeah.
You
wedding.
Don't want to take a risk.
Month before, you better not have no football.
When you guys get married, what month?
July.
Ottawa.
You're not playing.
He's
no, I'm not going to Ottawa.
Yeah, no, I know. He's not playing before the wedding. No chance. But what I'm saying, imagine, no.
Just some makeup. Just put some makeup on that. You're good.
What was it? The last time
a black eye's not going to last a month.
No.
I don't care.
A black eye, it's like that's nothing. You could do whatever you need to do with a black eye.
Buddy, you're not doing nothing for a month before.
So what you're saying is, if you go to a tournament, you can't plan a trip within what? What do you say then? Oh, we have a tournament. Don't go on vacation
for 6 months.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking
Something can happen. Oh my God! What if you need surgery? You wouldn't be able to do it.
No.
What?
Like, okay, no. I'm talking about wedding.
Wedding?
But vacation?
Okay, fine. I can understand.
Day before, that's risky.
There's money involved in the wedding.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money that's being invested. You got a photographer, so on. But even then, you makeup. Just throw some makeup on. You're good to go. You have a torn hammy, you can make it through your wedding with a torn hammy.
Yeah.
Straight.
Matt's going to be limping down the aisle.
You could make it through your wedding with a torn ACL. Let's be real.
Yeah,
you are going to.
I'm probably going to be. Yeah, but not do.
Like, so no,
matter. Because I played last year. Like, it won't be like an injury that just happened.
Fine, if you break your arm, you have a cast. That might look crazy.
That might look crazy. That would look crazy.
But still, you can still, hold that there. Oh boy.
Can you guys?
The hood's
Hold
out.
on, wait. Stop talking.
The hood's out.
They're good. They can't hear.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to be at our wedding in a cast. Honestly, everyone.
Buddy, you'll be fine.
Anyways, let me not get into it. So, shout out Cajun. You're a mature adult.
No, shout out to the Reapers for winning over the sussy receiver. They beat the Ottawa football team. That's a big win. Ottawa football team is playing really well. They put up 30 on the Piranhas head top. So shout out to them also. But the Reapers beat Ottawa football team, Mud Dogs. They beat Rough Riders. Listen. When you guys see the Reapers, just run. Just run. They own you. That's it.
Oh, speaking of the Rough Riders, I was told that I'm not allowed to big them up anymore.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Why is that?
No, I'm jinxing them. So,
So what do you got to do? Like, are you gonna have a terrible nationals?
Yeah, I said I'll shit on you from now on. So.
Oh, now so you want to shit on them because they lost to the Reapers? The Reapers own them. That's the second time they beat them in a row in the A.
Your shit.
The second time that the Rough Riders made it to the A, and then they lost to the Reapers. So
yeah. So
I mean,
the shit.
You always expect to end the tournament on a win, but still, like, they're still doing a lot better than they have previous seasons.
100%.
Like, I'd personally rather lose an A than win double B.
Ever be in the double B. Just lose me in the A quarters every single time as long as I never touch the double B.
Our team is very competitive. Like, if we're not hitting that double A semis, we had a bad tournament.
Yeah. I don't care what the Rough Riders say. I'm still rooting for y'all because I'm still diehard fan. Rough Riders.
Honestly, I'm proud of the Rough Riders for the first season ever because they at least made it to the A where I think they should
agree.
be.
That's where they should be every single tournament. I agree.
But
just got to learn how
for
to play
jinxing purposes, you guys are shit. So
they're gonna get slapped up next tournament.
Nationals.
If they make it to tier 1, now this is it.
Well, now I think unfortunately for them, they're going to get pushed out of tier 1 with probably 4 or 5 teams coming up and joining. You have Ottawa teams and West Coast teams.
Do you have the rankings?
The last ones we saw it didn't include West Coast teams.
You want to check, right? Well, no, but we had the post last tournament. The post rankings from the last tournament.
I think they technically would be in tier 1 within those rankings.
If they're in the top 12, they might have a chance. But if they're not in the top 12, I don't think.
Well, you said it's 4 per. So it'd be 16, right? 16 players 16, in tier 1.
But I feel like they'll probably put in 4 out-of-town teams in the. If that's what comes by. I know Edmonton Frost is already registered. They're going to be in tier 1. Bav messaged us and said that he wanted to enter Abbotsford.
Abbotsford, they're going to be fourth, right? Is that how it works? So if you win West Coast, you're guaranteed fourth?
Yeah, but what Abbotsford...
Well, not. It depends, but I think,
Edmonton was made it to
based on how the... Well, so they say. It's based on how the team did the year before, the whatever West Coast team, which is the Frost, and they went to the semis, so...
They should be the top ranked team.
You think Frost is going to be in it again or no? The Nationals?
I don't see
they've registered already, so the Frost will be
Frost
there.
is going to be there.
But
okay,
I don't know if they'll be in the top 4.
But they'll
probably
be
rank like 5th.
Okay, good.
They'll probably put them 5th.
Well, if Abbotsford is the 4th place team, I think Edmonton's going to be 5 or 6.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
So it depends.
So
I think Edmonton is the best team coming out of the West Coast.
Are we going to talk about what everyone's saying right now?
Wait.
The Gaza? The fucking rumors? The what's the word?
Hold on. Yes, we will. Okay. But let's finish with the double A.
Double A.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that yet.
Who won that?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Anyways.
Just, the washed up
the
team.
Old guys.
The washed up old men.
The kid's got his 39th birthday coming up.
When's your birthday?
Couple weeks, 25th. September? Yeah, we turn it up. I don't know if we are.
Where's my invite?
I don't have a party.
I know you're old. You're old.
I'm not corny. I don't need to have a party.
You're not corny?
Yeah, if you have a party every year, you're corny.
I'm having a party every year.
That's corny.
You're coming to everyone.
Why would you do that? What kind of adult has a party every year on their birthday? Why?
I will continue to have a birthday, and all my friends,
you're kind of young.
And all my friends. If you're my friend, we're celebrating.
When's your birthday?
New Year's Eve. December 31st.
Yeah,
that's kind of unfair.
I know
that's a little unfair.
Yeah, because it's it's the same It's New Year's Eve, but we're not celebrating my birthday. We're literally celebrating the end of my birthday.
I'm fine with that.
But no,
when grown people try to call me out it's always the summer birthdays. Just because it's a summer birthday doesn't mean I want to be at your birthday every year. You try to take up one of my
But you're always there.
weekends.
But you're there.
No,
yeah, you are.
True.
You're a real one.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, exactly.
Depends.
Just for context from before, Rough Riders are 13th with the updated rankings. So if there's 4 teams that come from anywhere else, then they'll probably get pushed out of Tier 1.
On to the final topic of the tournament. Double A men's finals.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm here right now. I'm not going to
lie. For context, we're filming 5 days after a fat L and a big dub. Shout out to Chaos. Killer Instinct from, like I said, double B to double A. Champs. Matt, how you feeling?
Terrible. No, it was...
It was a good game.
It wasn't a good game.
Okay.
We didn't play our best game.
Okay.
And
trying to be positive.
Okay, I played well, so.
Joe, how you feeling? Yeah, you're lit.
Honestly, I'm just, I'm trying to be as humble as possible, and I'm just happy that we won a tournament. Like, we haven't won a tournament in fucking 2 years, so like for
I remember
us,
what I was gonna say.
At one point it comes to the point where you're like, do we still have it? Like, can we actually win? So, anyways, obviously the last tournament we showed that we could obviously play, and then going into this tournament, we literally, it's fresh on our mind that we got smashed by the Mud Dogs. So we're like, all right, they're in our actual group now. So we're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Even going to the tournament, we're like, all right, well, we know we got to be the Mud Dogs. And if we don't be the Mud Dogs, then we're going to have to play the Piranhas in the crossover. Like, this is not the most ideal tournament for us. So we're like, all right, we got to beat the Mud Dogs. And we're on this weekend.
Yeah.
In my opinion, there's like, if we weren't going to lose to anybody, it didn't matter. Yeah, it honestly didn't matter. Marco was on fire.
I was going to say that. I think that was the best tournament I've seen Marco play in a very long time.
Yeah.
He's a great quarterback, but like he looked like he was...
We might have got stopped 3 times the whole weekend.
Saturday, Killer Instincts against Rough Riders, 31-0. Instincts against Mud Dogs, 26-6. Where you at? Killer Instincts, Ottawa football team, 35-12. Seminoles, KI, 40-15. Goddamn.
Yeah, so we were rolling, and when you're playing like that, you're not gonna lose. That's just how I look at it.
One of those weekends.
We weren't gonna lose. We were on point. Marco, like you said, and I can't disagree. That probably was one of the better tournaments he's ever had. I can't say that is the best, but
I wouldn't say ever. I haven't seen him play in his obviously early days, but like in a while,
it was crazy. So yeah, I mean, it was good. It felt good. It felt really fucking good. I can't lie. It felt nice to win, and like, we just want to solidify ourselves as like, okay, we're contenders, and like, it's good to know like when you put it all together, it all makes sense. Not only that, but we do like keen ourselves on trying to be at the best at this part of the year. We played a lot of years. We've won a lot of tournaments, and really, like, unless we win nationals, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we want to know that we're playing our best football at the end of the season.
In all honesty, I thought KI was done for.
No, I've heard that.
Yeah. And, actually, like, I was just like, fuck, this is how it's going. I blink.
Well, I think from the outsider's perspective, like, you guys don't understand the operations of the team. You don't know like who's showing up to when and so on and so forth. You don't know because you're outsider. Like, from my perspective, I know that, like, I knew the first tournaments weren't going to really do much. Like, I knew that we didn't have all our players till the tournament before. So nothing was surprising, I guess you say. But no, either way, it's nice when everything comes together and defense.
How does it feel
well,
having the young boys?
Yeah, like, it's.
I want to give a big shout out to Odie and Kieran. Kieran or Kieran?
Yeah, Kieran. Those guys are the guys. Like, I mean, like,
is Kieran center? Like, he's the center for. Or was that just his tournament?
I only run the defense, so I can tell you what's happening with the offense.
He played center against us the last couple times, so I would say he's a center. He's a good center.
I was watching the snaps. Obviously, he knows what he's doing. He's a good center. But do you think it'd make a difference if he wasn't center? Like, if he was just receiver, would that be better or worse? What do you think?
I wouldn't be able to speak to that, only because he's been playing center all year. So I only know him as center. He's been playing fucking amazing. We lost 2 centers last year, and I literally called him and said, "Yo, can you snap?"
Yeah,
all right, buddy. Here we go.
Shout out to Kieran.
And he stepped up big time. So I can't say anything bad about that kid. He's fucking amazing.
Do you know how old he's younger than me?
Yeah, he's early 20s.
Definitely younger than you.
No, he's good. Having those shifty centers that are hard to cover, it's
Johnny.
Well, I think when you look at centers in T-Font, you compare everybody to Johnny. Johnny is the best center in T-Font.
I think Kieran could be the next Johnny, though.
That's a big statement.
Could be. He's young still.
He could be.
Johnny's older. Johnny has like 10 years on him.
Johnny is uncoverable. Kieran, I think, is coverable, but he's very shifty and he has very good hands.
I'm saying right now, but give him like 5 to 8 years. He could be the next Johnny.
He's like Medette. It's like Medette is good, but like in like 5 years, that guy could be he's gonna be actually nasty,
disgusting.
He's not there yet. Though.
I may be biased, but I think in 5 years, Medette could be arguably one of the best players in T-Font.
100%. That's what I'm saying about Kieran.
That's what she's saying.
That's what I'm saying about Kieran.
Fair enough. It is good to see those young guys actually 100%. Step up and play at that high of level.
I agree. I think that's more of the thing for me. It's like I like that there's new blood, and those guys, like, even though they're young, they're stepping up to the plate. They're fucking show up in big games, and they're gonna live and learn. But like, they're gonna get better. And like
in my opinion, Medette, great receiver, but the responsibility of stepping up to be a receiver for KI.
Yeah.
Center for KI. That's like, it's more than in my opinion, more than just a receiver. Like,
also, he's not. I don't even know if he was a center. Was he a center before he came to our team? Like, he obviously could snap.
He could.
I think he's played like flag and stuff.
Yeah, and flag and stuff, but like indoor.
No,
I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I agree.
But yeah,
But still, no. It's nice to see these young guys that are really.
100%.
All of our new additions to our team have been
cheat codes.
Super.
Let's get into Odie. No. Let's get into Odie.
As a manager, I'll take all the credit.
Joe's not gonna. Let's talk about Odie, because Odie's a cheat code.
Odie's a guy.
This guy
He's
got
a fucking guy. We knew that though. We seen him in the league. We
seen him at indoor.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we all know indoor and T-Font, different games.
You know, I didn't.
Sometimes you're like, oh yeah, just because you're good at indoor doesn't mean you're good at T-Font.
No, I didn't really know him that well. Like, he was reffing. I seen him ref, and then he was playing with Buzz's team in ETFL, and I thought he was just an athlete playing football. I didn't realize he was a football player.
This guy is...
Yeah.
And now seeing him in T-Fun, he can ball.
Disgusting.
He has
very
made
good.
Some unbelievable catches for our team. And
I've seen... At the tournament, I think it was either 1 or 2 end zone catches that were like...
Yes.
Toes in.
Yeah. He could get up there, so...
Yeah, Odie's a cheat code, but fuck.
But yeah,
Nationals is gonna be fun.
Even Jared, wasn't there this weekend, but like all of our new additions this year have been like fucking massive, game changers. Like just changing that whole attitude of the team. Like we've always had a good core, and it's just a matter of kind of getting like some young blood just to like fucking tear it up.
Keep that spirit up.
Done well, so let's
flip the script, Matt.
I can say the exact same thing for our team, right? I mean, obviously I wasn't on the Piranhas last year, but again, bringing that young blood, like, it's nice to those teams that are, for lack of a better word, aging, right? You want to have that young core. Like, I think looking at the Piranhas now, you have that good balance of mix. Younger players plus older players that have that vet experience and like really talk to those guys that are the younger and
having Powder.
Well,
it's like
Powder could be on the field or not on the field, and Powder being just at the game in general is a huge difference.
You can feel the energy that Powder brings.
Being in the huddle on the sideline,
but even just being active in the group chat, like Matt will tell me like a few things he says in the group chat, and just like the knowledge, like just everything, just the way he speaks about football, just like everything is like.
And you can see like again, I haven't been on the Piranhas for long, but it seems like Mo's like really taking on that.
Mo's energy. What was it? Was it this weekend? He came.
I mean, he always has high energy, but when we played in Belleville,
it was Belleville.
We lost to Trojans that tournament, and I think we played Rough Riders. I don't remember exactly. We ended up losing the Trojans, and we went into the Mud Dogs game, and Mo ended up making that game, and our team went from low energy from what happened in that game to we're gonna go out and we're gonna slap the Mud Dogs, not purely because of Mo, but a big reason because Mo brought up that energy, and we were.
Like 98% was because of Mo. His pep talk was crazy.
Well, yeah, he comes in, he's ready, and he always gets us fired up. So big shout out to Mo because he's.
Mo is definitely some glue.
Been on the fucking team.
He's some glue to that.
And
that
he's a phenomenal football player. Like the plays that this guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
he's a great guy. He's very nice.
Okay. All right, we got it. He's good. All right.
But no, we have that vet experience that's trying to bring up those young guys, and I think that's our biggest thing is getting. Like our younger core, myself included, to like learn the game a lot more, and like once the young guys can really get into the game and like really learn the touch football game, I think we're gonna be personally, I think we're gonna be borderline unstoppable.
Okay, I don't know about that, but
wait, what was the video? The video that Braden.
Yo, don't worry. I didn't even send that to my team. I was like, honestly, I'm not gonna send that to my team. That's just
the video Braden sent from my phone to Joe.
I was sitting with Braden. I know. We're gonna go into every single game confident. I think we are still.
You literally have to.
We are. I think we're gonna lose games. People are gonna lose. I still think we are the team to beat.
And I think that's one thing that the women's lacks is a lot of the time confidence. Teams don't go in confident. Like at all. They just go, we're gonna face this team. We already know that, and then it's just like you already lost because of your mentality.
Well, I will say to the teams like, we gotta play Rebel. I'm like, all right, well, like who's punching somebody in the face? It's like honestly, if you don't have that attitude, you're fucking losing the Rebels. Because honestly, when they score 5 touchdowns, it's like a punch in the face. So unless you're ready to punch back, it's not gonna happen.
I agree. But no, for this season too, it's actually really nice. Like last year, I don't know who won each tournament, but I think it's predominantly EBO Mud Dogs. I think the Hounds, we won Belleville, but other than that, it was
Giant.
Oh, Giants did win. They won Marco. Yeah. So okay, it was 4 or 5 teams, right? Yeah. This year is relatively the same, right?
So it's a little bit different though. This seems like the top teams actually. Like when the Giants won, it was like, oh my god, the Giants won. Like this time, it's like no. All right, EBO won, Piranhas won, but like legit the top 4 teams won. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
but my point is, it's not like, okay, we know going into this team's going to win every single tournament. And it's not the case, right? Mm-hmm. Like going into nationals, it's going to be a very competitive nationals.
Well, yeah, I think every team's focused on you guys right now, and I think that's where the focus should be. And you guys have basically been in every single final other than the one last tournament. So
well, that's it. I think we have been the most consistent team in male TFON, right? Like I don't think we haven't dropped out of AA, whereas every other team has.
Yes.
So as much as we haven't made we did lose in the semis the one time. It was a 1-point game. It was a very good competitive game. I think we've been the most consistent team. So going into nationals, I don't see that changing.
Okay, so let's just slow down for this 3 seconds. First of all, are we done talking about the game, or are we getting into the game?
You want the game?
Listen, all I want to say about the game is I had a lot of fun, and
all right, let's get into it because
actually,
Joe almost got canceled that game.
No, I do want to talk about that game as well. Not even like the game itself.
We're gonna talk about for those that are like what, obviously the AA finals game between Joe and Matt. KI Piranhas.
Yes.
Get into it. I was a bystander. I was a spectator. So go ahead.
So from my point of view, I know there's been history between the two teams. I can't speak on the history because I was not a part of it. I'm friendly with KI. Piranhas is my team. So
Guys, call me, please.
I'm not going to go into the game trying to fight someone. It's men's. It's AA football. It's going to get physical, and it should get physical. I appreciate the refs for letting things slide, but I do think the refs let the game get out of hand. I'm not even talking about missed calls. That's going to happen. You can't blame the refs for losing the game. The refs made some bad calls. They made some good calls. It's going to happen. My thing is I don't like how far they let the game go. Because I think if we played one more quarter, someone could have got seriously hurt.
I would agree. I didn't understand why. I would agree. Why are you guys not getting it under control? Like, you already know what's going on. You see what's going on. You see that it's getting intense.
And
I don't think
experienced refs as well. Like, it's what's going to happen.
I think there was an OC. There was a couple OCs in the fourth quarter or third quarter, or whatever. I don't think there was an OC before that. And it was physical before that. The people are getting knocked on their ass, hit on the ground, shit talking, everything. I mean, the shit talking is going to happen, but like, as a ref, you kind of have to read the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say, like, I'm better than you, fuck you, you can't cover me. All right, whatever. But if it's like, if you touch me again, I'm going to punch you in your face. Like, you can like,
yeah, 100%.
But that's like, my shit.
But seriously, though, like, I think the game fortunately didn't get out of hand, but it was very close to. And I think the refs, especially in that situation, especially the AA finals, you got to go into it and be like, okay, we're going to let some things slide at first, going to the second quarter, or at least halftime. Shit didn't go the way I wanted to. Figure it out, or it's just, you got to start throwing flags. And it didn't start happening until it was too late.
I can't disagree with anything you said there. I completely agree.
Like, I didn't want to come here because I've never been so annoyed with you in my life. I didn't want to hear you. When someone said, I can hear Joe in the picture, I was like, yeah, fuck Joe.
Yo, when someone said, I was like, damn, fuck.
All I heard was,
I typed out a whole message and I had to delete it. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to put that picture with that laugh you just did. I'm putting those two together. That's so funny.
But, I wasn't even gonna play. I was chilling. I wasn't even gonna play.
I heard a little bit about your side. So you weren't gonna play.
No, I was chilling.
You were some margaritas deep.
Yeah, well, someone sent me the tequila margarita. Well, I was drinking a 1-2 Heineken, and then I got the tequila margarita. I was drinking that, and also I got called to the game. No, I was chilling. I was bugging out, but I was chilling. Honestly, you
weren't chilling. No, you weren't chilling.
Chance. Listen, this is AA fucking finals. Killer Instinct versus Piranhas. Know what the problem is? I realized after I sat back and I thought about it. I'm like, there's probably 10 people in the game that literally have been like on Killer Instinct and Piranhas, like from when like the rivalry was really high.
Yeah.
But I feel like early in the game, there's things that happen that to the people that might not have been on the teams back then, they might not have clicked in. But like from someone like my perspective, I was like, nah, that shit's on purpose. Like, Malcolm, you're not fucking slick, bro. I don't care. You guys say whatever you want. I know Malcolm in the back of his head, he knows what time it is. He's doing fucking weird shit. All right, well, guess what? It's weird shit time. This is what
So in your mind, you're like, all right, it's go time.
Yeah, well, I said it. I said okay, well, like, ref, are you gonna call the fucking penalty? Now my quarterback's on your fucking ass. No, all right, well, like, I mean,
so that's when you sent someone in. Okay. So no. We're talking. Are we talking to Tix? We're talking. That's what Joe says. We're talking to Tix.
I did it.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Speculation.
Listen, my quarterback is not getting touched, and I'm just holding that. Period. End of story. I don't care.
No,
it
but
is what it is. If that's why we're playing, then that's how we're playing. The rest at that chance, at that time, they could have took the time. Even if they weren't going to give a flag, they could have bring the captain in and be like, listen,
it's getting
relax.
too physical.
It's getting crazy. Next year it happens, blah, blah, blah. They didn't do that till like the game was like past done. Another thing is, I think the refs also should have called the game. Like, you guys are losing by 3 scores in the fourth quarter. The game is wiling. People are doing all types of shit. Why not just call the game? Like, the game is technically done. You could call the game, and you don't have to worry about nothing. Also, I don't know why you guys want to continue playing. That was weird to me. But, I mean, it is what it is.
I don't disagree with the refs part. Like, from our perspective, we wanted to continue playing the game. That's obviously our decision. Why do you want to
play a game that you're down 3 scores in the fourth quarter?
That was our decision. I'm not going to get into the...
You want to get reps.
I
heard this excuse, but that's not a good excuse. That's a terrible excuse. I've never heard a team in the AA final say, I want to get reps. You have all weekend to get reps. You guys had 5 games. You have a league. You have everything you want. And now you want reps when you're playing the 40-year-olds and they slapped you and the game's done. That's not the time to get reps. Nobody wants reps. Not only that, but you're not even trying. We literally came back on the field and the players are not even trying. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I didn't understand that. But I'm not saying that's on you. I don't know what's going on, but to me, it just didn't make sense. It's like, why are we going to do reps if we're not going to try and actually run and try to do something? Because, like, what are the reps? The reps are not worth it if you're, like, they're fake reps. I know it's not your call, so I get it. But that was just my perspective. Honestly, I don't care. I love it. I'm cool with a lot of the piranhas. Like, it's not like the original piranhas, whatever. So it's like I don't really have beef with those guys. But, like, at the same time, like, if it's up, it's up. Like, I don't care. Once you put the jersey on, like.
So you're bringing in.
It is what it is.
The rivalry. So going into the next tournament, as you said, after the tournament, after the game, you had the realization like there's only like what 10 guys that were like there from the start of the rivalry. Would you go into the next? Let's say it's you guys again in the finals. Would you go into it differently, or would you go in with the same mindset?
You have to go in with the same mindset.
If I am playing the Hamilton or Otto, whatever the fuck you guys are, piranhas, it's all the way the fuck up.
100%.
I don't
We're going to
care.
go in the same way.
I know.
If the way the game, I'm playing myself.
You can't just write off what just happened. Especially for us, we just lost by a couple of touchdowns, right? 2-3 touchdowns. We're going to come in and we had the mindset, okay, we got to go in and we got to slap KI. Yeah. We got to make a statement. It's going to be physical and they're going to be physical. We have to do something. I think it should be within reason. It's going to come to a point where that's up to the refs to keep it within that reason. Because as men, as competitive men, we are going to get physical. And if you let us be physical, we're going to take it until you cut it off.
I agree.
So that's fine. But no, I think based off the rankings, are going to be 2-3. So most likely we're going to see each other in the semifinals. So
if you make it there.
We're going to see you guys in the semifinals.
If you don't lose to the Trojans. What happened in the Trojans game? I heard Braden throw a pick, and then you luckily, someone fucking pitched it back to the thing. And then you went for a third down at the end of the game, and then you luckily got a penalty.
That happens in everybody's game.
Okay.
We came out on top.
Listen, I just asked you if what I heard was true. I just want to know.
That is true.
It was true.
Yeah.
So you guys.
So what? Okay, I was watching your game. You got the pick. They got the pick. Sorry.
In the end zone, he pitched it right to Johnny on the 1 yard line. So we got a first down.
Yeah.
But that's not our problem. We go out, we're trying to win the game. If you give the ball back to us, we went and scored.
I feel you.
Whatever, you guys came out on top. So
it could. Our Sunday, we didn't play as well as we did on Saturday, but shit happes. We won the game.
Got it done.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I agree.
We're gonna fix up for nationals, and it's gonna be a completely different nationals tournament.
What I'll say is, just watch out for the Trojans.
Yeah,
they are there. They are sneaky. We're not talking about. We haven't really talked about them much.
Oh, but we will before nationals.
We show up. They match up well. Like it seems like they match up well against you guys. They've matched up well against EBO in the past.
Yep.
So, like, just all I'm saying is watch out for them. Like, we don't know. They could show up and they could essentially beat anybody.
I think outside of that top 4, they're the only team that can compete with the top 4. Personally.
You know what? I agree, but I think the Assassins could be sneaky depending on who they have.
They're hit or miss though. They have games where they're very good, and then they have games where they lose against teams that
Trojans
they have no problem.
Assassins 22-8.
Yeah, Assassins didn't have a good. They haven't been playing well, but I really don't know what's going on there. I know they got the new quarterback. I don't know if that's a factor or not, but
either, they're a good team, but they're not consistent enough to compete. They could have a really good team, a game against the top 4 team, but I just
Okay, so
we gotta go.
Could we ask this one last question, or you gotta go right now?
My mom's already late.
All right,
my mom's supposed to be in Scarborough by 7.
We're gonna have another episode soon.
100%.
We want to have a guest.
So write down what you're gonna ask.
We want to do a couple of things. It's fine. Don't worry. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we got stuff coming up for the next few weeks, which is going to be fun. Guests. We're actually going to be doing something a little different, a little behind the scenes type thing. It's going to be fun with someone else that's involved in T-Font. That was Brampton.
But yeah, long story short, just to end off with our long conversations, KI doesn't forget any cheap shots still. I haven't forgot the cheap shot Mo put on Daniel George 2016 Nationals.
Guy remembers play-by-play, everything.
It's always up.
Well, Nationals is going to be fun. If you've made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, supporting. We have hit the 100 subscribers, as we mentioned in the last video. So thank you very much for that.
We got to do a giveaway for that.
Yeah, we're slacking for sure.
Also, I think we should post Emma Valentine, MVP. Doubleouts.
Absolutely. You probably don't watch this, but you're going to get a shirt. But Olivia, tell your girl, Emma, she's dirty. She's nasty. She deserves it.
She's the future. Remember I told you that.
But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and
McCalmont Financial, get at him.
Say hi. If you see him,
something.
If you see this guy right here, say hi.
Cheers.
Say hi. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Double L's Podcast.